Hello, today we have to learn about the basic concept of stack. Okay, the today's lecture agenda, the first thing we introduce what is the stack data structure, then the second one is a representation of the stack data structure, and the third one is a basic operations on the stack data structure. Okay, today's session we covered all these three topics. The first one, what is the stack? As we know that the stack is a linear type of data structure, okay, and which have some specific order in which some operations are to be implemented. The stack follows some specific order, and that order is last in first out. Hence we can say that LIFO or FIFO, that is first in last out. Okay, these are the some real-time examples of a stack of books, stack of pies or plate, stack of CDs or DVDs. Okay, the stack follows some specific order, that is last in first out. Suppose for example the stack of book, when we put the book on some particular stack, that time we can remove the book that is last entered into that stack, into that particular stack. That is nothing but the specific order which is followed by the stack. In the same way, in the data structure also stack work like this. Okay, now these are the representation of the stack. There are two methods to represent that stack. The first one is a continuous memory, using the continuous memory location. As we know that for the continuous memory location we use the array data structure. Okay, for representing the stack we can use the array. Okay, an array is nothing but the set of similar type of data structure. Okay, means in that case we have to store the stack element into the array. Okay, now the second representation of the array is using the non-contiguous memory location, and the non-contiguous memory location is nothing but the linked list, that is a dynamic memory location. By using the linked list we can also represent the stack, and as you know that the linked list have the two fields. For the single linked list, first one is a data field and the second one is a address field. Okay, and one of the most important variable in the stack is a top, and that top pointing to the first element that is present in your linked list. This is a simple link representation of a stack, which stack contain the three elements, that is 50, 60 and 60. Okay, and the top value or the top variable pointing to the first element that is present in your linked list. These are the two representation of the stack. Now we can see one by one. The first one is an array representation of a stack, how we can insert the stack element into the array. Okay, these are, in this method the array is used to represent the stack. Okay, for declaring the array or for representing the stack by using the array we can use some variables. Okay, the first variable is stack. The stack is nothing but the name of the array. Then the second variable we required, that is a top. The top variable which keep the track of an stack, and storing the index where the last is held in a array representing the stack. Okay, means the top variable is very important into the stack, and that keep the track of your element that are present in your stack. Okay, it means that suppose you are inserting the first element into the stack, that time your top value will be the 0, and when we are again inserting the element into the stack, that is array stack, that time your stack index value will be the 1. Okay, in this way the top will be increases when you are pushing or when we are adding the element into the array. Then the last one is a max. The max variable indicate the maximum size of an array. Okay, what your maximum size? Okay, suppose you are taking the maximum size of your array is 10, that time max value is 10. Suppose this is the example, the first element of your array is 10 at the 0th index location. Then the second element, that is 15, the first index location. Suppose third element is 20 at the second index location, and suppose there are two other other memory variables are here, and that are blank. Means suppose this is one array and having the indices 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It means that the maximum size for an array is 5. Okay, and the top will be at the second location of your array. It means that the two fields of your array is empty. Okay, now suppose I want to insert the another element at the third location of my array. That time my top value will be at the 3. Okay, the top value is keep the track of the indices. Okay, how many elements are present in your array, that can be indicated by using the top also. Okay, this is simple array representation of the stack. Now next representation is a linked list representation of a stack. In this method, a dynamic data structure linked list is used to represent the stack data structure. No need to define the maximum number of elements that are present in your stack, because the linked list is a dynamic memory location. When you are inserting the new element into the stack, that time you have to allocate the memory for that particular element. Okay, hence before the program execution or before doing the implementation of the stack, then there is no need to define the maximum size of an element that are present into your stack. Okay, now the pointer field is used to store the address of the next node, same in the singly linked list. Okay, now the variables used for representation of the stack. In this case, we are only use the one variable that is nothing but the top, and it store the address of the topmost element of the linked list representing the stack. Okay, means top is store the first node address. Okay, this is simple representation of the linked list. Suppose in the linked list there are 3 nodes are available, means you are inserting the 3 elements into the stack. First element is 50, 60 and the 60. Okay, and suppose the first element or the first element having some address that is stored into the top variable of the stack. Okay, means we can easily move towards the second element that is present in your linked list. Okay, then the next one is a operations on the stack. Basically there are 2 most important operation on the stack. The first one is a push operation. The push operation is the mechanism of inserting a new data element onto the stack. Okay, push operation is used to add the element into the stack. Suppose there are some steps are involved for the push operation. How we can insert or how we can add the element into the stack, that time some steps are required. First of all, you must check for the stack is whether empty or full. When the stack is full, suppose your array size is equal to max minus 1, that time your stack is get full. Otherwise, you suppose your top is equal to -1, that time your stack is empty. These are the 2 most important conditions for checking the stack is whether full or empty. The next one is, if the stack is full, display the error message your stack is full and then exit. Suppose if your stack is empty, that time you must insert or you must add the element into your stack. If the stack is not full, that time you have to increment the value of the top variable by 1. Okay, and after that you have to add the data element to the stack where the top is pointing. Now display the successful message. These are the steps you require to perform the push operation on a stack. Now we can see in logically. Suppose initially your stack is empty, it means that your top value is -1. Okay, now the top value is get -1. Now I want to insert the data or element into my this empty stack, that time I have to increment the top. Now the top value is become 0. Okay, now my top value is become 0 and I want to insert the data that contain the value 10. Okay, I push the 10 value into my stack. This is the push operation. Okay, now suppose I want to insert again value, that is push 20. That time also the top will be incremented by 1. Okay, the top will be now at the first location of your array. This is the 0th location, this is the first location. Now we can insert the 20. This is the push operation on the stack. Now the second operation on the stack is a pop operation on the stack. The pop operation is a mechanism of deleting the data element from the stack. When you want to delete some data from the stack, that time you require the pop operation. Okay, the deleting the element from the stack means which element can be deleted, that element is inserted last, which will become first. This is a stack strategy because the stack follows some specific order, that is last in first out. Okay, now these are some steps required to perform the pop operation on the stack. First of all, you must check if your stack is empty or not. Suppose your stack is empty, it means that top is equal to -1, and with that time you are performing the pop operation, then your stack goes into the underflow condition. That time you must display some message or display some error message, your stack is empty. Okay, if the stack is empty, then exit. Now if the stack is not empty, means stack contains some elements, that time at which the top is pointing. First of all, you have to find the where the top is pointing on the stack, means top is at which location, first location or second location. That time you have to access that data element that are present at the top location. Okay, and decrement the top by 1. Suppose for example, this is my stack. My stack contains the 4 elements, that is 10, 20, 30 and 40. Obviously top is at my this particular location, means 0, 1, 2 and 3rd. The top value is 3. Okay, and I want to do the push operation, I want to do the pop operation. That time my 40 will get pop from my stack, means 40 will get deleted from my stack and top will be get decremented. Okay, the 40 will get deleted and the top will be get decremented by 1. Now the top will at the second location of your array and the 40 is get deleted. Suppose I want to do the pop operation. That time the 30 will get deleted. Okay, now the stack will be look like this. The 30 will get deleted and the top value is decremented by 1, means top is at the first index location of our array. Okay, this is the operation. Now again we have to perform the pop operation. That time the 20 will get deleted, only the 10 is remaining into your stack and the top is at the 0th index location of the stack. Okay, this is the pop operation on the stack. Now we can see the third operation, that is a peek operation on a stack. The peek operation involves the returning the topmost data element from the stack without removing it. Okay, means peek operation is mostly used when you require the topmost element that are present into your stack, but you cannot remove that particular element. Only you require the topmost element, that time you have to use the peek operation. This is the implementation. For example, this is my stack. The stack contains the 4 elements 10, 20, 30 and 40. Top is at this particular location, it means third location which pointing to the data, that is 40. Then when we perform the peek operation, that time the 40 will be get, means topmost element will be get from the stack, but this element cannot be deleted or cannot be removed from the stack, and top is at this particular location after performing the peek operation. Okay, these are the three operations on the stack. Now the stack as an ADT, how we can declare the stack by using the array. These are some basic operations on the stack. First of all, you must initialize. Okay, what is the initialization into the stack? This function is used to initialize the stack. Now in the initialization, you must require the top variable. When you are using the array representation, that time you must require the three variables. First of all, the name of the array. Suppose you are using the stack, then top variable, initially that top is equal to -1, and the next one is a maximum variable. The max variable contain the maximum size of an array. Then the next function is a empty. This function is used to check whether your stack is empty or not. It means in this particular function, the one condition will get checked, that is nothing but the top is equal to -1. If the top is equal to -1, that time your stack is empty. Okay, now full condition or full operation. This function is used to check whether the stack is full or not. Okay, this function, mostly in this function we check one condition, that is suppose our top is equal to maximum size -1, that time our stack is full, otherwise not. Okay, then push operation, as we see earlier, this function is used to insert the data element into the stack. Okay, then pop operation, this function is used to remove or to delete the element from the stack. That time our top variable will get decremented by 1. Okay, this is the simple structure for declaring the stack. We required one array variable, that is stack, and size of the stack, then top variable. This is a simple structure for declaring the stack. Now we can see the C or CPP function for these particular operations on a stack. The first one is the initialization. Okay, our stack is S. The S point to stop is equal to -1. That is nothing but the initialization of the array. Okay, now next function is an empty function. In the empty function, we must check this particular condition. If our stack points to top is equal to -1, that time our stack is empty. Otherwise your stack is not empty. Okay, this is our stack. Initially our top value is -1, it means our stack is empty. Now this next function is full function. For checking the stack is full or not, that time you must check this particular condition. That is nothing but the if stack points to top is equal to size -1. Size is nothing but the maximum variable. It indicates the maximum size of an array. If our top value is size -1 or max -1, that time our stack is full. Otherwise it does not full. Or push operation. What we perform when we do the push operation, it means we have to increment the top by 1. Okay, it means S points to top is equal to S points to top plus 1, and you have to insert the data at that particular top location. Means S points to data of S points to top is equal to X. X is nothing but the data element that you want to push into your stack. Okay, this is the representation. When you want to insert the data element, that time you have to increment the top value and then insert the element into the stack, and the maximum size for this particular stack is 4. Then the next one is a pop function. The pop function is used to delete the element from the stack. For that purpose, we have to decrement the value of the top, that is X is equal to X points to data of S points to top. Means the data element that is present at the top variable, you must store into some particular variable, that is X, and then decrement the top value, that is top is equal to top -1, and return the X. In this particular situation, there are four elements are present into your stack. There are 4 elements present into your stack, and when we perform the pop operation, that time the 40 will be get deleted. Okay, and the top is decremented by 1. Okay, thank you.